Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is.
Yeah, buddy. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, on Washington Football Weekly? We are here on this Wednesday, myself and my guy, Mr. Will Kramer. As we've been talking about, we showed you the depth chart. Now, the thing that we've been focused on. Yeah.
We can talk about it with injuries.
Okay, all right. The thing we've been focused on and spotlighted the last couple of years since we've done this show, and the thing we've most been worried about, that injury bug. So let's just go ahead and dive into it. Will, we're going to go ahead and start with the injury list coming into week one. As recent as today, it was broke down into 3 categories, right? You said
yes.
So full, limited, and did not practice. So let's go into full. What you got, man?
Yeah, and this is just today. So it's just Wednesday's practice. And what's kind of funny, maybe funny, is this is the first time Ron has to talk about injuries. And he's been, the reporters have been asking him all off season, and he'll kind of be like, I don't have to tell you anything. Okay, right. Moving on. Next question, which I get, but when we talk about one of our big storylines of the year, some transparency would have been nice, and it probably would have prevented what came out last night if there was a little bit of transparency. But so first time they have to reveal injured reports, full playing: Trey Turner, Phidarian Mathis, John Bates. What sticks out to me is, Phidarian Mathis is going to be, he's part of the D-line rotation. So good to have him in there. John Bates has been nicked. I don't think he played all preseason. We've been worried about him, but if he's full go, that means he's ready to go against Jacksonville to kind of be that player who's not so predictable. He's mostly blocking, but he can also go out for passes. So I think that will be helpful. And then the big one for me was Trey Turner. I saw him on the depth chart listed number 1, but he hasn't played all preseason. I wondered, is he going to be ready to go week 1? We haven't seen him. So I was kind of thinking that Wes Schweitzer was going to be our starter at right guard, but that, it looks like he's good to go. He's a player that coaches are familiar with. He was with them in Carolina. So, I'm not too concerned, but I am slightly concerned that, even if he's just back at practice right now, what's the camaraderie there if Schweitzer's been getting most of the reps?
Right. And that's a lot of it is that chemistry that you want to have. That's quite that's interesting. And I love John Bates though. I like that he's full participation, because we've talked about the tight end position ad nauseum about just Logan Thomas. Are we going to get him back? Finally, we got him back. Then our guy Cole Turner, who we're going to talk about in a minute. John Bates has been something that was a bright surprise a year ago. We were excited about that, and then to have that definitely kind of is like, okay, good. Now we're good going into week 1, having those 2 tight ends, knowing definitely about what Carson Wentz loves to do, which is throw to his tight ends up the seam and things like that. So yes, I love that John Bates is on here. But go. Let's go down to limited. Let's go down to who's still
speaking been of tight ends.
Right.
Speaking of tight ends. So we've got limited in participation was Cole Turner, Logan Thomas, and Cam Sims.
Yeah.
All right. So here's one that surprises me. Logan Thomas does not. Cole Turner does. Because he told reporters he's all in week 1. He goes, I'm good to go. I'm fine. Hamstring's fine. I'm ready to go. And that's what he's been going with. And again, this is just Wednesday. But I guess I was expecting to see him under full participant if he's telling everybody I'm good to go. And Logan Thomas being on there doesn't surprise me. I think we're going to see that. I think Logan Thomas, if he plays in week 1, is going to be on a pitch count. He's going to be out there for less than 20 reps, certain situations, red zone, third down, where he can make an impact and then kind of get off the field, and we can go with other packages. So I'm not surprised to see him on here. The fact that he even plays week 1 is great. But like I said, Cole Turner, if you're hearing from him, I was thinking it was going to be a little bit more practicing than he did.
Right. And do you think with this injury and with how it is, it's almost like, and we talked about this earlier in the offseason, it's almost like he's going to come in for certain packages. It's going to be like, we know what's going to happen when he comes in. He's going to run up the seam. He's going to do, specific things. Not as much, all right, we might run a sweep where he has to block because we know, that's something he's not with, especially with the injury.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting with that because we still kind of want to, thrust him in with his talent, and especially in the past with his pass catching ability. But at the same time, you are a liability if you can't block.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we're gonna kind of still try to see that. But our guy that needs to daggone pay rent in the organization, who's been here so many years, Cam Sims, he's back here on the injury list. I mean, talk to me. What's up with him?
Yeah, so he's got a concussion. Is what he's dealing with. So I think it may just be kind of a slow recovery that's happening. Yeah, we'll have to see because obviously, besides our tight ends, he's our only receiver with size. So
yeah,
there can be some crucial downs where he could be helpful for us, especially since we're all calling him our fourth wide receiver. So you'd rather not be out your number 4 guy going into week 1.
Yeah. Now we do know that if by chance he is hurt, then up the depth chart moves my guy.
Dax Milne.
Yeah. Right. I know. But my guy, all right, Diami moves from 7th to 6th. All right.
Right.
We're trying. I'm trying to be positive this week, Will. Glass half full, man. I've been trying to go with the glass.
This ain't Diami's week, okay?
Right. It's not.
I don't even know if he's going to dress this week. But there's 17 games. There's 16 other opportunities after this one.
Get there, baby. He can get there. Here we go. We got to play Chicago one of these weeks, so that'll be a play.
Play the scrubs.
Yeah, right. Play a second team. What up, Nick? Let's get it.
You hearing me? You still listening, Nick?
Right? Shout out to the people in the comments. Anthony Handy saying, yo, Andrew, #Go Gators. Football is back. And take Tebow with you. These people.
Hey, don't hate on my boy, Tim Tebow.
Hey. Oh, Timmy.
Football Jesus here.
Oh, my goodness. Sean, I heard they're changing the name to Washington Steamrollers. I mean, we're going to steamroll the competition. That's what I heard. That's what I did hear. All right, come on with it. But look, so we know about that. We know who's limited and all that's good. But somebody didn't practice, and we talked about it kind of last episode, and now it's still going, and he's actually in a cast. Cam Curl?
Right.
What?
Yep.
What? Come on, man. Talk to me about this.
Yeah, so Wednesday, all of a sudden everyone's like, whoa, why is Cam in a sling?
Right.
Now this week it's Cam's in a cast. He's got a club on, he might have a club on his hand. He did not participate. And they haven't ruled him out for Sunday. So I don't think he's going to participate in much of practice, maybe just walkthroughs. There is a chance that he still can play because it is his hand and they can wrap it up and stuff like that. This is a big concern to me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you feel about it, but we've been talking a little off camera here, and Ab's been, bringing some good points that he can still run around. He can still make some plays. I think from a safety standpoint, I almost feel like, well, he's probably not going to make any interceptions unless you hit him in his breadbasket. If your hand's in a club, what I'm trying to think is
it goes up the air that he just kind of has to bring it down like that.
You see these on offensive and defensive linemen. I don't know how often you see DBs with clubs playing out there because how are you going to make picks? And I still think you can body tackle someone, but I still feel like the use of your appendages is important as a defensive back. And when he's got a thumb issue that's going to kind of break all that. I don't know. Maybe he'll still have access, but this is a wait and see. But this is a big concern to me since he is one of our, he's our best safety without a doubt.
Yeah, no, I got to bring in our guy on this one. Our guy Anton Benton, man. And because when we've been talking about this, and as it's progressed, it's just like you just continue to be like,
what?
It's like, wait a minute,
right?
everything was all good just a week ago. Wait. Now all of a sudden we're in the cast. Come on now. So we will see how this progresses and how this, translates into the first game of the year, because this is not something you want coming into the first game. Because talking about Reeves, talking about, some of those guys, Percy Butler, we're switching some of those guys in, and now you're working with, or not Reeves, back up.
With Cam Curl?
Yeah.
You talking about Derek Forrest coming in?
Forrest is what I meant. Who's most notably a special teams guy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? There's a notable drop off. And we've had so much great expectations for Cam Curl with how he played early in his career. You know what I mean? So this is obviously not something we are excited about, but we shall definitely see how this stuff plays out, because there are more injuries than just that, Anthony.
I love home improvement. Yep.
My mom absolutely loved that show.
Man, to that character, man, would not make it in today's society.
No.
One bit.
No. Now he has his other show with like Tim versus the World or something like that, where Tim and there's all his daughters and stuff. I've watched that, but that's more kind of trying to bring that into this. Into the
really?
New era. Oh, it's interesting. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, how can you forget?
Oh, he's got jokes. He's got jokes.
Oh, there we go, my guy. But so the injury bug is still upon us. We're going to continue to monitor these, and it's actually going into the season a little bit more than we might like.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.